Haha! It's an unusual fluff piece, this one. It's one for me. But you're just gonna have to put up with it. Battery exhausted, she says. I'm fucking exhausted. Little thing that you may or may not know about me. I don't know if I've said it before. I've said most things because I waffle bollocks professionally at the minute. Who knew? I am never further than 20 feet from an acoustic guitar. And recently, because I'm always scooping up shit guitars, like the dirty mingers of society that I'm trying to rescue and bring back to life and pass on and turn them into stonkers, I picked up an acoustic guitar. So this week's an acoustic one. It's an unusual one. I bought it for Fritzels. My lad's got his eye on it because it's blue and he likes blue things because he's a fucking simple creature. Never have guessed that, would you? Coming from me, at least half anyway. His mum's even simpler. Do you want to meet her? I'm getting myself in deep shit. I keep wanting to say I've got a crafter guitar, but it's not. It's a stag, otherwise known as a slag. It's blue. It's one of those horrible plasticky back things. Oh, the abomination. It's got electricery built in, and all in all, it was practically free on Facebook Marketplace because I took it in cahoots with another shitbag. When I got it, it was just dirt, and the neck was bowed, and you could fucking limbo under the strings. All I've done about 3 months ago is adjust the truss rod to just bring the neck back to straight. I don't know why I'm showing you in a camera. You can't see straight necks on cameras, but it's the YouTube illusion, isn't it? Oh, the sound sample sounded very good through my Nokia 402. Yeah, so does Snake, you prick. So, what have I got to do? I've never maintained it. What I can tell you about this guitar is that the frets, the action is really low. It reminds me of an old Ibanez Exotic that I got rid of. Not the best sounding acoustic guitar, but lovely plugged in, but it had a phenomenal neck and action on it. Passed it on to a geezer, he's very happy with it. This reminds me of that. It's a great cheeky little player. So I'm just going to do some basic maintenance. I'm going to show you what I'm looking at when we take it apart. I've got some new strings. The tuning machines are not bad. There's a lot of jizz on the fretboard. There's some monk on there that I can't even identify. I've sent it away. I've swabbed it. I've sent it away. We've CSI'd it. It's come back as fecal matter. That needs to come off. So it's basic maintenance. What are you going to do to your acoustic? Oh, it even sounds like a dying sheep, doesn't it? What would you do to your acoustic when you take it apart? So let's take it apart. Big thanks to the Dario. Woo! They sent me a fucking swanky sign like I'm some sort of shop. But it does look nice, doesn't it? Thank you. But I also, on top of that, I've got them to send me some acoustic strings in my monthly haul. So we've got some new XS, which are the coated phosphor bronze Wannabunners. So that's very nice, isn't it? Now it's mine, so I will be doing it. Oh, look at the colour of it. I don't know a lot about this guitar, and frankly, I don't want to know. I don't need to know a lot about it. It's got a back made of reconstituted Lego, polycarbonate, plastic. I don't give a shit, really. It sounds okay. It's not going to sound like a 1947 Martin. And correct me if I've got the year wrong, because you've got aficionados out there. It's not made of particularly nice tone wood. It's barely made of wood, but it don't matter. I have noticed there is a tiny bit, guitars lift around here where they start fucking up on the bracing. There's a tiny bit of lifting on the bridge. Not a lot though, nothing to be concerned about. It might have been there from day one. Like I said, I don't know. There's hardly anything on the bridge here. There's not a lot of plastic. So if we've got to adjust that, I'll talk about a technique I would use if I need to. So first things first, I'm going to give it a bit of a clean because it's hanging. We've got naphtha, Google it, not talking about it anymore. Blue roll. They're always blue, aren't they? No idea why. Maybe for the same reason that helmets are always purple. Right, glass cleaner. I'm not going to be too worried about where we get it on here. Who's got a beat up old acoustic just sat around in their house looking all disgusting and dirty? Comment below, what is it? What make is it? Is it an expensive one, but it's still just sat there looking all sorry for itself? As a married man, I like to have an acoustic guitar in the living room, because how many times are you about to leave with the wife, Mrs. Richards, she's got her best hooves on, we're about to leave, and you get your coat on, and she's got another 20 minutes of prep work to do on the fucking foundationals. So you sit down, and there's your little trusty acoustic in it. And you sit down, and you have a little strum. My lad picks it up every now and again. He's 15, so he's not allowed to learn anything from his dad. Anything I say or advise him on bounces off the fucking concrete chrome dome, and away with the fairies again, isn't it? But one day he might take my advice, you never know. The headstock is particularly disgusting on this thing. So next port of call is the fretboard. Let's bring little Dave over. This is just a general maintenance video. I know that the frets doesn't need refretting. They do need polishing up and a bit of love. The old cheeky rocker on an acoustic guitar don't really matter as much. I just want to give this one a good scrub down and take her home in tip-top condition. More bacteria than an LDF. That's long day Fanny, boys, in case anyone's wondering about that one.
I used to say to her, you've got a proper stink on down there.
Always put the lid back on, because if you're a clumsy twat like I am, that is going to go fucking flying, and then you're a tenner out of pocket, and you're just going to take a layer off this fretboard. Much quicker than trying to scrub it off.
A few moments later.
Right, I've got no idea what I've just vaporised there, so I'm going to hoover it up, because there's some dust looking very suspect. So another quick little whip up with a naphtha. There's not going to be a lot of cutting away today. I haven't got that much to do to this guitar. Really, it's motivation for you to look at the sad little thing in the corner, not the wife, and just get her out. Let's go and get some new strings from Dario. It's new string day on June the 6th, I think. Dario's super duper string day. Give your acoustic a bit of love. I can't identify some of the cheese in there. We're going to have to get in with something a little bit special. At that stage, that already looks fine. You could just put lemon oil in there. No need to comment on whether or not it's got lemons in it, or whether it's good for the environment, or even good for the soul. No one cares at this point, but Dunlop sell fucking millions of gallons of it, so it can't be that bad. But we're going to give her more love than that. Because I've got to go and get some milk, because the Sparky's downstairs, and he runs on tea, I'm going to use Monty's Minge Fudge. Of course I am. This is the product of champions. Monty's Guitars Monty Presso that we've effectively renamed Fanny Batter. It's horrific stuff, but it works wonders on fretboards. So I'm going to put this on liberally before I touch the frets. I mean, some people leave this overnight, which I think is a little bit excessive, but I'm going to leave it on for a good hour. You've got to apply the amount where you haven't paid for it. Because when you see how much it costs, you might be tempted to use it sparingly. Who knew that this guitar was going to get this much love? I bet it didn't. Right, camera's off now. We're going to flick back momentarily with a bit of magic. And we'll come back and polish off the fudge. And then try and resist sniffing the tissue. So back on the bench, I've taken the fudge off. You didn't need to see me do that. I've used Blue Roll about 94 sheets today, and then I like to finish the last little wipe off with me shirt, because that's how I am predisposed. I've got to fertilise these frets now and give them a little bit of love. If you've not heard about fertiliser, just watch my videos every week. I use it all the time. I'm not a fan of low-cost tools. No professional luthier carpenter is. They're all shit. This, on the other hand, is a low-cost system, which is fucking brilliant. That's all I'm going to say. I lick her ass every week for fuck all. So, yeah. There's a link below. It's not an affiliate link. It's just a belter of a recommend. Anyway, ready? Ready for a 4-second montage of fertilisation. So there you go. The old girl's never looked so good. Very shiny. She's never had frets like it. She don't know herself. She's fudged up to the fucking max, and she's got shiny frets. Now let's get, I'm going to teach you how to suck eggs now, because lots of you know what you're doing and you're only watching this because you're bored. But there are lots of you, and I know because you creep into my DMs and you literally don't fucking touch your guitars. Like ever. You don't know the ins and outs of it. You're not interested, which is fine. However, there's one thing that some of you don't know. Alan is a sneaky Alan on an acoustic. So Alan on this one is a 5mm and he's in there. Sometimes you need an extra long tool. Now I'm sorry if that statement brings back the PTSD from when you were a younger man and the first time you fucking heard that, but that's the case. So if you want to adjust the truss rod with Allen, a lengthy Allen, which you don't want to be showering next to, then it's in that end on your acoustic, on most of them. I'll tell you what the action of this guitar is when I set it up, and we'll measure the nut and things. If you want to adjust the action on your acoustic guitar, you have to take the bridge out with some grippers, and if you want to lower it, you can sand the bottom of that off. I think someone's already sanded the shit out of that one because it's very, very low. They're normally stuck up a bit higher. Or you can use your nut slot files and just cut a little notch. And in fact, this one's got it as well. So you can do that and you can lower your action a little bit. Very carefully, because you can take it off, but you cannot put it back on. So that's enough of the fucking seriousness. There's not a lot else I need to do. I plugged this in and it worked, so that's fine. I want to clean in here a little bit. I'm just going to use my wire brush and just cheese it out. Don't use a wire brush if you like your guitar, or if it's a valuable one, use something a little bit softer. Yeah, one of them. Now this bridge looks a little bit naff, so I've got the lemon oil out, so I'm just going to lemon oil it. It's basically made of fretboards. Get her on liberally. Beautiful. That has achieved nothing really, but she does look a little bit better. Let's get her strung up and we'll go through and just take some measurements, because I'm getting bored, and really just doing basic maintenance of your acoustic is simple stuff, and I implore you all to have a go. I'm putting 1152s XS phosphor bronze. Remember, if you buy the Dario stuff, to keep your packets, because it's got player circle codes and you get some freebies. And also, don't tear your packet open right away across to the code on the back, because you need to be able to read it. Ask me how I fucking know. These come in 8-string variants. Who the hell's playing 8-string acoustics? If you're playing 8-string acoustics, I'd question whether or not you got the right number of fingers, my son.
You don't by any chance happen to have 6 fingers on your right hand?
Weird acoustic, this one. It mounts from the rear. Alan's going absolutely mental out there today. I had a few questions about Alan the dog. I'll be honest with you, there's a little dog outside. Let me see if I can get you on the microphone. That's Alan the dog. I've never met Alan the dog. I don't know what he looks like. The meme I put in the videos isn't the real Alan. No. That one's internet famous. The little fucking prick just keeps going on. He needs a bit of love. Shall we? Very glassy. A lot of people don't like new string sound on acoustic. I don't mind it actually. I'll enjoy it while it lasts. Makes a nice change, doesn't it? Let's have a little look at her and see what we're dealing with neck-wise, relief, and I'll just, because that's about as low an action as you're ever going to get on an acoustic. So I've got a Fender scale length and I've got 0.1 of a mil relief at the 12th fret. Which is not a lot for an acoustic guitar. You can put a lot more relief in it if you really want. The nut, which I think is the secret to this, is cut alarmingly low. The low E is cut to 0.36, but the high E and all the rest of them are very low. But I've got no issues at all. If I was putting a new nut on this guitar, I wouldn't cut it that low, because it might wear a little bit quicker in time. This doesn't get played a lot. It's going to be fine. And it just goes to show that's way more low. That's way more low than I would normally do. But it's fucking working fine. So that's a nice little, that's a bit of a learning curve, isn't it? What have we got at the 12th? Yes, I know it's laid down. It might be lying to us. You get away with a lower nut on an acoustic because we're playing with a 2 mil action. I've actually got 2.1 at the 12th. So, I mean, it feels so normal for an acoustic. So there you go, 2mm action, 2.1 at the 12th, way normal. I know a lot of people, in fact Lee Hamilton himself plays with a 2mm action on the low E. That's his preferred action because his fingers don't go under the strings. I learned something new that day. That's how that is set up. Super low nut, which gives the guitar a much more silky feeling down on the cowboy chords. So there you go, you can go a little bit lower. The strings are absolutely spanking. Let's go and see what it sounds like downstairs. And we'll see how we get on and do a little cheeky sample. It wasn't really a lot to learn today. It's just more of an idea of you going, yeah, all right, actually, let's go and blow the dust off my old shit box at home. Lots of innuendo today. I'm in one of those moods. It's Friday afternoon, isn't it? It's because I've got an evening of rum ahead of me. Lovely jubbly. I'll see you downstairs in Fritzels. Stinks down there because I've been cutting with my new laser cutter. Honking. I'm just going to use me wireless Go like I did on the last acoustic because it sounded all right, didn't it? Fuck it. I'll just put it there and we'll see what it sounds like. Back upstairs, shall we, before I fucking murder anything else? Well, I'll be honest, I didn't expect that level of entertainment. I fucking love this little guitar. I've spaffed all over it already. It's shit high. Thank you very much to Dario for the lovely strings. I was very impressed with them. Very zingy, very twangy. That guitar cost me, I think, probably less than a tenner. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not earth shattering. It's not gonna blow people away with the tone, but I don't contain enough tone in my fingers to blow people away anyway. Let's not insert a euphemism there. Thanks for coming along, everyone. Get your smelly old acoustic out and give her a rub. Give her a little clean. Get the pledge out, which is polish in the UK. Don't know what you use in America. I don't know, donkey's cum or something. Snail spasms, whatever. You do whatever you want. Anyway, I hope I've inspired you to get up off your fat ass, and I'll see you next week, you absolute mung beans. Ciao for now.